Hey guys, if we reach 1,000 likes, we'll be giving out 2 of our new shirts. All you gotta do is click like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. In this world of friendship, we see ponies aren't always as lucky as others. Some of them simply don't get the same opportunities to enjoy the fruits that others have. Twilight was lucky. Not only did her parents work in Canterlot's upper crust, but her brother was an officer in the Royal Guard. It almost seems like all the cards were stacked in her favor. That's not to take away from the immense magical power left inside of her, but a lot of the events were very circumstantial. We saw that if it wasn't for the rain boom even, Twilight wouldn't have gotten in. Would she have had the connections to even apply for the test? Obviously her magical potential was hidden. So, did her parents being already connected help her to achieve her goals? I would definitely say yes. But what about those who don't have as great of a hand? Those who weren't so fortunate to have the same connections? Those who don't have the same support systems? Those who don't have parents in their lives at all? And what about those who don't have any of them? Scootaloo is a kind of darker area on the show, at least by omission. One of the things about her in question is her parents or lack thereof. Not only is she seen as being possibly disabled due to her lack of ability to fly at her age, despite us being able to see plenty of other Pegasi at her age able to do so. The flashback of Rainbow Dash when she first met Gilda. There were plenty of little goats and fillies about her age well versed in flying, but there seems to be a strange lack of any parental oversight. This isn't something exactly new in this world, but it's certainly not something that's too common. Applejack's parents have all but outright been said to be no longer around, but she still had her siblings, cousins, and Granny Smith. Scootaloo, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have anyone. Only recently does she even get her friends. But again, it's never outright said that she doesn't have parents, so where did this whole thing start from? Well, like a lot of theories, it starts from a mission. The show never shows us the child's parents nor mentions them, so people assume she never really had them to begin with. An absent parent isn't exactly something new though, or even uncommon in cartoon depictions or life. Providing for a child is a complicated situation that doesn't have just one solution, and while money can't buy happiness, it sure can support it, because what's a family of 5 if you can't even afford it? And that might just be the issue with Scootaloo. We see this with Diamond Tiara. Her parents are obsessed with success. They work hard to provide for the family and add prestige of their name for all the family members to enjoy. I doubt Spoiled Rich actually doesn't love her daughter, or that Filthy wants to be out of her life, but they both think they are doing what needs to be done in order to provide for their daughter the best possible outcome. Perhaps this is the issue Scootaloo has. You see, there was a scene where we got to see Scootaloo's home, what it looks like, and while some people wrote her off as being an orphan simply due to the size of the place, I can't in good conscience do the same. While the room is big, modern day orphanages aren't always as small depending on the area in which they are. But the real kicker is the fact that the last frame shows it's a house. It's a normal house. Well, this could simply be due to the fact that perhaps Ponyville simply isn't big enough to have a normal orphanage. Perhaps different children, if they are unlucky enough to be without their parents, are simply put into different foster homes that are actual individual homes. They have a support system that's within the house, but no one who's actually adopted said person. This does happen in our world. And since the writers live in our world, it's likely that if Scootaloo is to be an orphan, that they probably adapted this principle into their story. However, if she's not, it's not exactly a mansion or anything that speaks of wealth. But that doesn't mean that parents would be any less busy with work, working long hours, nights and day, and moonlighting whenever they can. After all, we'd never hear Scootaloo complaining about her parents. One would think that if they were just getting by, she would understand their plight. However, this isn't concrete either. Remember when the CMC got their cutie marks and made history as having a double mark all at the same time? Her parents were absent from that, and yes, while it's true they could have once again been working, something tells me it's a little bit different. Scootaloo idolizes Rainbow Dash. It appears Rainbow is the only mother figure she has in her life. Her entire being revolves around impressing her, making her proud. Perhaps why she cares so much about flying is because she knows how important it is to Rainbow and sees it as a gateway to getting her affection. Rainbow in turn acts like a big sister to Scootaloo. Her parents are absent in every major part of her life, and usually parents, no matter how hard they work, no matter how often they work, they will be there for at least one of these moments. Being a parent would probably be the most rewarding and scary thing possible. As many books as there are on the subject, there is no perfect way to be one, and your choices have a lasting impact on your child. And sometimes the real parents aren't always related by blood. Being a mother doesn't make you a mom, and being a father doesn't make you a dad. It's understandable that Rainbow has taken a very special part in Scootaloo's heart and life. Regardless if she has parents or not, she's not alone. So I can't actually answer the question of, are her parents there? I would wager they're either no longer there or they simply don't care about her. What I can tell you is, she has Rainbow Dash, who clearly is awesome enough to take the place of both of them. Woo!